Hi guys! I'm so glad to be back. I am going to do a new video, but it's not going to be like a gaming video. No, it's going to be a creepy reaction video. So I hope that you guys like it. Yeah. So let's get to it. So hey guys, yeah, these are the videos that we're going to be reviewing today by @1C Entertainment. I will definitely be tagging them in this video just to give them their credit, because they did work really hard on the things that they made, and I appreciate that. But yeah, so we're going to be checking out this A Knock at the Door. You guys are ready? Let's get into it.
I'm a young teenage girl, and this happened recently. I can still remember the image in my head, playing over and over again. I live in an apartment complex on the 3rd floor. I don't usually get visitors, and when I do, it's just my aunties and cousins coming over. On this particular day, I was lying on my bed, watching YouTube as usual. I don't have a phone anymore since it gave me a lot of trouble, and then stopped working permanently. Anyway, after watching YouTube, I got up to greet my stepdad as he came home from work. After greeting him, I went back to my room, where my brothers were on their bunk bed. I shared a room with them, so I never had privacy of my own. As I was looking around, my brother suddenly said he heard knocking on the door. It was dark out, and I didn't believe him at first. Since I hadn't heard it, I shrugged it off. But then, I heard the knock. My brother got up, but I told him to sit back down on the bed. I'm the oldest, and I didn't want my younger brothers opening doors for strangers.
She's a lot braver than me, I'll tell you that much, because I'm hiding. Like, I don't like opening the doors now for people. Like, I get nervous and stuff, but, like, just to hear random knocking, like, that's weird. But anyway, hopefully it's nothing too bad. Okay.
I walked up to the door. There was a chair right next to it. For some reason, I didn't want the person knocking to know anyone was home. So I didn't move the chair in front of the door to look through the peephole. Instead, I climbed onto the chair, leaning close, almost falling as I tilted my body to look. And that's when the fear hit me. I won't forget what I saw through the peephole. It was a masked man wearing a blue raincoat, almost like some kind of government worker.
But no. What government worker wears a blue raincoat and what looks like kind of like those creepy play masks? You guys know what I'm talking about? No. You know I'm there, because the first thing I do is I'd be screaming, help! Help! I'd get shot. He'd shoot me through the door. But anyway, let's continue. Also, I just realized he had a gun.
He was standing slightly slanted to the side, but what terrified me most was the gun. He held it right up to the people, almost as if he wanted whoever was looking to see. He held it right up to the people, almost as if he wanted whoever was looking to see it. Heart racing, I slowly stepped down from the chair and slipped off my slides so that they wouldn't make a sound. I turned to my brothers and gestured with my hands, shaking the gun, warning them to be silent. I quickly shut off all the lights and ran into my stepdad's room to tell him what I had just seen.
Well, now he's gonna know that you're there, because you just shut off all the lights. Oh, he definitely gonna know you're there now.
He's gonna know that you're there, because you shut off all the lights.
I'm coming in!
He's gonna know you're there now.
Something like that.
Yeah,
good for her staying calm and collected,
something like that.
and going and getting her dad. I don't know why she didn't do that the first time.
Staying calm and
Worse was that right before the man came, the electricity went out, and the internet too. That made it really scary. My brothers ended up coming into my stepdad's room as well. We used the flashlight on his phone, since the ceiling light in his room didn't work. The knocking continued. My stepdad wanted to check the people himself, but I wouldn't let him. I was too scared that even the slightest sound would give us away. We stayed in the room for over an hour. Eventually, it seemed that the man had left, because we heard a little boy and his parents walking into their apartment on our floor. We could also hear kids playing downstairs on the first floor. That was when I finally called my mom and asked if we could go to my aunt's house without telling her what had happened.
I'll be honest, I'm crying.
without telling her what had happened.
You tried to break a die.
Happy on that phone crying.
And I thought I was gonna
You're the
die.
guy you tried
We
to
left in a
break
hurry.
a die.
I never saw that man
And I
again.
thought I
But
was
the
gonna
thought
die.
still terrifies me. What if I had let my brother open the door?
I'm really glad that nothing happened to
Still
them.
terrifies me. What if I had let my brother
So
open the door?
we had a happy ending, which we like that here. We love happy endings.
I'm really glad that nothing happened to them.
And it's on to the next one.
So they had a
Local
happy
park
ending,
horror
which we
story.
liked.
I'm
We
currently
liked that
28
ending.
years old, but this story happened when I was just 7, and I still remember it to this day. I used to go to a local park with some friends. We've been going there for almost 2 years. But over the last 5 months, you'll notice something strange. I used to go to a local park with some friends.
Did they
We had
just
been
say
going there for
that
almost
this man
2
has been there
years. But over
for
the last
5
5
months?
months, we
We've been
noticed
going back
something
and some guy was
strange.
there for 5
And
months.
every single
And ain't say anything? Oh
Did they
my
just
god,
say
I would be
that this man has
snitching.
been there
I'm a
for
snitch. I'm
5
snitching.
months. They've been going back and the
Officers,
same
it's
guy
a
was there
weird,
for
fat,
5 months.
elderly man
And ain't say anything.
who looks
Oh my
really out
God,
of
I
shape.
would be snitching.
He's got them
I'm
creepy
a
predator
snitch. I'm
eyes.
Snitching.
And he keeps trying to
Officers, it's a
keep
weird,
staring
fat,
at me and my
elderly
friends
man
and other children in
who
the
looks
park.
really out of shape. He's got them
day,
creepy
there was a
predator
short,
eyes.
fat, creepy old
Hi.
guy who would sit
stared
on a
at
nearby
me
bench.
and
He
other
would just
kids
watch
talk.
us and other kids for hours with this unsettling grin on his face. We stupidly went there without any parents or guardians, since the park was close to our house and our parents trusted us. This was back in 2003. We were so young we didn't have parents to call guardians. Since
The
the
minute
park
he
was
looked me
close
up
to
and
our
down,
house
there
and
was
our parents
boom!
trusted us.
Flash.
This was back in
The flash of pink.
2003, and we
Gone.
were so young we didn't have parents to call for. About 2 weeks after we started to feel uncomfortable with him watching us, he finally came over. It was just me and my 3 friends in the park.
4.
About 2 weeks after we started to feel uncomfortable that day, he walked up and asked us if we wanted to go to his place to play video games and check out his new dog. Since we were kids, we were foolish, and we agreed. It sounded fun. For a moment, we thought maybe he was just kind guy after all. But we were very wrong. He said his house was about a 20-minute walk from the park. So, the 4 of us walked with him. About 10 minutes into the walk, a cop car drove by and started to slow down. The passenger car leaned out the window, staring at it.
See, he knows something not right. He talked to me like, this man looks like might be a little bit hungry for food.
See, he knows.
The man told us to walk faster, saying that way we get more time to play games and to see his dog before having to leave. So we picked up the pace. But then the cop car suddenly made his turn in a loud voice shouted, We froze, confused and scared. The man bolted, but because of his age and size, he didn't get far.
Put your hands on your head! You're under arrest!
We froze.
He ran back fast as a snail.
The man bolted, but because
I
of
was
his
out of
age and
shape,
size,
overweight,
he didn't get far.
and old. I'd probably run like that too.
One cop tackled him to the ground and cuffed him, while the other officer asked us if we were okay and what had happened. We told him everything. He nodded and said it was very lucky they drove by when they did. Another cop car was called to drive us home, while the first car took the main station. He nodded and said it was very lucky they drove by when they did. Another cop car was
I'd be scared
called
too.
to
Be like,
drive
oh
us
my
home,
god.
while the first car
I
took the
should have been
main station. The police explained everything to our parents, and from that day forward, we were banned from going to that park. At the time, my parents thought I was too young to understand the details, but when I turned 13, they finally told me the truth. That man was a known sexual offender. He told what he did his hunting, and he did it at local parks. That revelation terrified me. I started thinking about what could have happened to me and my 3 friends if that cop car had driven by and stopped him. And honestly, I don't even want the answer.
I'm glad that he was caught. I'm glad that the police stopped by and they were like, hey, buddy, you're under arrest.
Honestly, I don't
You
even
know,
want the answer.
or whatever cops say.
I'm glad that he was caught.
Yeah, I'm glad
the
that,
police stopped by and
nobody-
They were like,
well,
hey, buddy.
They weren't hurt,
You're
so I'm
not
glad
direct.
about that.
You know what I mean?
Because I already know what it would have been.
The
Yeah,
police
Police
didn't
didn't share many details about his punishment,
but
my dad told me that one officer said the man would get at least 15 years in prison for all of his other crimes. The police didn't share many details about his punishment,
That's
but
crazy.
my dad told me that one
I'm glad
officer
he got
said the
arrested,
man would get
though.
at least 15
I'm
years in
glad the
prison
police
for
were
all
there
of
to
his other
stop
crimes.
anything bad from happening. So this one's called True Beach Horror
That's
Story.
crazy.
My name is Drew Prajapiti, and I'm from
glad he
India.
got arrested.
I'll tell you about an experience I had on Dumas Beach that still chills me to the bone. Dumas Beach in Surat has always been a place wrapped in mystery and dark rumors. People say it's haunted, and over the years, countless stories circulated about strange sounds, vanishing shadows, and eerie figures that wander the sands. Has always been a place. As curious as I am, I never really believed in any of it until one night changed everything. It was a merry weekend night, and some friends and I decided to hang out on Dumas Beach after sunset. We heard the rumors, the tales of restless spirits, unexplained disappearances, and how people seemed to disappear into the mist along the shore.
My thing is, you're reading all this stuff, you're already sure. Why would you go
We'd
there?
heard the rumors, the tales of
If I
restless
hear
spirits,
even a
unexplained
little
disappearances,
bit about a
and
ghost
how people seemed to
being at a
disappear
beach,
into the
I'm not
mist
going,
along the
okay?
shore.
I'm staying home
My thing is,
where it's safe
you reading
and
all
I
this
can
stuff,
watch
you're all these
TV
stories. Why would
and
you
eat my
go
snacks.
But
We just laughed it off, convinced it was nothing but local folklore meant to keep people away after dark. As we walked along the beach, the only sounds were the waves crashing and our voices echoing strangely in the emptiness. Then, without warning, an icy gust of wind swept across the beach. It cut right through us, and we all felt the sudden chill. One of my friends even joked,
Maybe it's one of the ghosts.
but the laughter faded when we heard a whisper, faint and breathless, like someone was speaking just behind us. We stopped, our senses on high alert, and looked. My friends even joked,
Maybe it's one of the
Let's go
ghosts.
home.
but
You
the
don't need to
laughter
be there.
faded when we heard it.
There's
A
nothing
whisper,
special there. Just
faint
go
and
home,
breathless,
okay?
like someone was speaking
I don't know why you went
just
there. I
behind
wouldn't have
us.
gone there, but oh
We
well.
stopped, our senses on high alert, and looked. The beach was empty. I brushed it off, figuring it was just the wind. But something felt wrong. I remember hearing that the beach was once a Hindu burial ground, and that maybe, just maybe, the souls of those buried here hadn't yet found peace. As we walked further, my flashlight started flickering, and a thick, eerie mist began to roll in. It was denser than anything I'd ever seen. Just then, one of my friends gasped and pointed at the ground.
Nope.
As we walked further,
Nope.
my flashlight
Nope.
started flickering,
I'm going.
and a
I'm not
thick,
doing
eerie
it.
mist began to roll
I'm
in.
going alone.
It was denser than anything
Why
I'd ever
don't I-
seen. Just then,
Maybe
one
just
of my friends gasped
I know.
and
Maybe
pointed
I'm
at the ground.
weirdo, but I would
Nope.
not be there. I'd
Nope.
get out.
Nope. I'm
Be
going.
like, God,
I'm going home.
I work faster than my
Why
boss
don't I-
on Taco Bell. I'm out of there, buddy.
I know.
There, right in front of us,
But I
were
would not
footprints,
I'd
appearing in
get
the
out.
sand as though someone invisible was walking straight toward us.
I'd
Our
work
nerves got the
faster
better
than
of
my
us,
boss
and
on
one of my
Taco
friends
Bell.
whispered, "Let's
Come
get
out
out
of
of
there,
here."
buddy.
I didn't need to be told twice, but something, maybe my curiosity or something else, held me back for just a moment longer. I looked down at the footprints moving closer, step by step, almost as if they had intent. And then, for just a brief second, I saw the shadow of a figure, its yellow eyes staring directly at me. The look in its eyes wasn't anger, it was something else, a mix of sorrow and warning.
That's how I feel if I don't get enough snacks. I couldn't get enough sleep. I'll be like, we look like the haunted dead.
The look in its eyes, heart racing, I stumbled back. My friends and I broke into a run. As we sprinted back, I could hear faint whispers following us, growing louder, footsteps closing in behind us. when we finally reached the hard race at the beach, where the lowest streetlights met us, we dared to turn around. The mist had already formed, and the beach was silent, almost peaceful, as if nothing had ever happened. To this day, it may never go back.
Guys, so that was the 3 creepy horror stories, a reaction video. Not just that, but I do want to give a shout out to @1C Entertainment. These videos are really creepy, and please go and subscribe and check them out because they have some really good videos. But anyway, I guess I'll see you guys later. I'm zooming off. Bye-bye.